Hey, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the chosen.
Peace and blessings.
All praise to the Most High, the Creator of the heavens, the earth, and everything in them. I pray everything been good with everybody, man. This is not a podcast. This is the Godcast.
You did.
Understand that. So with that being said, you can get some music in. As you come in, drop a 7 in the comments if the visual coming through clearly. Drop a 7 in the comments if the audio coming through clearly. And then while you with it, I want y'all to drop y'all cities of where y'all live and what that's gonna do for the community. Anybody who tune in, who may have somebody in that same area as you, if y'all have kindred spirits, I ain't saying link up with any and everybody. If y'all have kindred spirits, y'all be able to link or at least discuss it. All right, but the topic tonight, man, the second Civil War is on the way. It's on the way, family. The second Civil War. The Most High said there's going to be signs in the heavens. There's going to be signs in the earth. And a part of those signs, family, if you don't know, is what they show us in these movies. They try to be slick with it. All right, but while we wait, let y'all get in here, smash that like button. Subscribe, share the channel, share the
The juice.
2050 stays sick at the game, bro.
Still on a mission, still love to help, still listen. Still sending big cuz hot wing plates to the prison. Still don't know it all, still learning, still trying to get it. Still hunting battle pass, still trying to find a way to fix it. Still about the business, still a drop everything in an instant. Still fall short, so I'm still always asking for forgiveness. Still use ginger root to get a boot to the common cold. Still walking angels cause these demons still trying to steal my soul. Still praying dry, still pray before I pull off in the ride. Still meditating on the trampoline, gazing in the skies. Still thank the Most High, I'm included in the 12 tribes. Still ask the Most High to have mercy on the 12 tribes. Still keep a backpack full of books everywhere I go, just in case I have to hit you with the word while I'm at the store. Still sit still like Isaiah 30 and 7. Still number high, used to have a black tray 5'7". Still fighting thoughts cause I still could snap and go off. Still hate that people think that reading the Bible make a man soft. Different day, new victims. Still hate the system, no justice. Still beat the fact that a lot of these judges corrupted. I'm still like a statue, no mime, no actor, no idol, no factor. This Torah gon' hack you. These demons, I slap them, then drag them, then rap them. Got powers from the master to cast them out of you or a castle. In tools, how we travel. The bruise hit the scene, devil shook like a rattle. The kingdom of these heathens is crumbling like crackers. From the 4th tribe, but it's 12, so I'm repping them. 5'9", but I'll cut the head off a Nephilim. Last Sabbath took my blood brother to the water. Celebrated drinking Morgan David out the bottle. Passed down the knowledge to my son and my daughter. I'm still chewed up and spit out, held back and kept down, lied to and lied on, stood up and let down. From all that I done suffered, ain't no way I can compare the pain. Nothing can stop me, I'm a hurricane. I'm still at it, I'm still at it, I'm still at it, I'm still at it. Putting in work to build a kingdom, I don't care about nothing else. I can't be stopped by anything, not even death. I'm still at it. 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 I'm still at it.
We still at it. We still at it, fam. We still at it. All praise to the Most High, man. Salute, huge salute, sincere salutation to everybody tuning in, your household, wherever you are, throughout the 4 corners of the earth. You ain't nowhere where the Most High can't reach you. All praise to the Most High, man. So again, family, for tonight, you see it on the screen. The second Civil War is coming. So we getting a lot of people distracted by so many things. Are we talking about this subject? To keep on sounding their horn. We got to keep dropping the sobering thoughts. You know what I mean? We've been in this thing contending with the faith for a while. This ain't a podcast. It's the God cast. Keep that in mind. So we're gonna always have some scripture in, but what we talking about tonight, man, the Civil War. The Civil King, you got something you want to say?
Man, like the brother saying, hey, it's going down. That's why I say, like, I'm looking around and I'm seeing a lot of our people unfocused. We worried about the wrong things.
Yes, indeed.
We worried about, you know what I'm saying, the wrong things. How I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do. We worried about the wrong things. The music being played and the ship is sinking. Just like on the Titanic. In order to distract the people, knowing that this ship's sinking, you know what they sinking. You know what they did? They got the people out there playing the music, the violin. It's just like when you go to the doctor. They shoot your mouth up with Novocaine, or they when you're going to get a tooth pulled, right? They numb the pain, but they still pulling the teeth to the tooth. They still pulling the tooth as they numb it, but it's still getting pulled.
Right.
You might don't feel it, but later on, what you're gonna be calling for medicine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
When right now is the medicine. Right now is the medicine. Not saying that we gonna be able to dodge everything, because we not. That's why I said I'm tired of brothers complaining about their problems, about this and that and this and that. Man, listen, cast your problems to the side and get in order. The reason why a lot of us have problems, you know why, King? Because we not in order. When you in order, guess what? You don't have problems. If you ready, you never have to do what? Get ready.
Yes, indeed.
So what we gonna be laying out today, pretty much, man, we gonna go over pretty much talking about the Civil War and what's coming right now. We see what's going on in the earth. We see what's going on, but people still carrying on business as everything is cool when it's not. It's not cool. Everything is not cool right now.
Right.
You can fake it and flaunt and do all these things to alleviate the pain that you are enduring right now, but everything is not good right now. And our people still in that stage of being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you going through what you're going through because you're not organized. It's just what it is, King.
All right, I'm gonna share the screen. So this is a part of the inspiration for the night. For anybody who hadn't seen it, who hadn't, if you got eyes to see, blessed are your eyes. And those who have ears to hear, may they hear. All right, so this is what let me share the screen once. See, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see.
I had to click on that junk. You trying to get
trailer. Here we go. Right.
Yep.
See. Give me a second. I want y'all to see this, family. There we go. I want y'all to see this. So in the meanwhile, while the people getting ready to celebrate the fake New Year,
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? They're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. Bloody.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car! We're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging.
Hold on, y'all see that? Did y'all see that?
The man said, what type of American are you? Nigga, are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican? Or what? He want to know what you stand for right then and there.
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
It say all. Pay attention to that right there. All empires. They do that right there.
They fall.
All empires fall, especially the ones that's ungodly.
Right.
The Most High said, when I pronounce this against something, when I say to a kingdom, I'm going to pluck it up, it's going to be plucked up.
Right.
If he say, I'm going to plant this kingdom and it's going to flourish, that's what's going to happen. Then look at the timestamp, 144. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
Civil War. Civil War. Let me get back to the screen. Civil War, family. Civil War. That means it's going to be war. For those who may not understand what a civil war is. Countries and kingdoms contend and battle and shed blood, having casualties with foreign nations, somebody that's across the waters, a whole group of people, a nation of folks who got policies that don't align with this country or these particular people. But when it's war on the soil, where the citizens of this country are warring with the other citizens, or these citizens is warring with the government, the book talk about sedition. Understand in mind, that's what it's talking about. The war, it'll be wars across the water, yeah. But then at the same time, we're talking about it's going to be a war on this ground. That's what they telling the people. We know this to be true according to the book. We going to get that out the book. So in this time, family, knowing what's ahead, taking heed to the sign. He that have an ear, let him hear. She that have her ear, let him hear. Let you hear. The time of preparation and shedding off things. It's some many things going on right now. It's all type of seasons wrapped in one.
Yes, sir.
One of the main seasons, what I want to point out is being a revealing. It's a lot of things that's coming to light, being exposed. Things that was in the darkness is coming to the light. The Most High said was hidden gonna be revealed. So in this case, the Most High is just in equity in all his ways.
Yes, sir.
So it's not going to be a time where he just pronounced something against you and you never know. He giving everybody a chance.
The writing is on the wall, so to speak. We seeing it with the, you know what I'm saying, with the job market. You're seeing it with the housing market. You're seeing it, you know what I'm saying, every day, like food prices going up, all these things. A lot of people, and I'm not trying to get on here and, you know, our job is not to get on here and bash anyone or, you know, or look down upon or frown upon anyone. We just here to give you strategically give you warning on what's going on, because our people, they busy, we busy partying, we busy having a good time. And it ain't nothing wrong with having a good time. But are you having a good time in a good time? You know what I'm saying? It ain't a good time to have a good time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
It's a lot of things that's transpiring, and I don't want our people to get caught up in the trap and wait till it's too late and be like, damn. Because, man, like I always tell you, King, I feel sorry for the little children, bro. I feel sorry for the little babies that don't have the proper leadership.
Right.
That's all it's about. When you got a good leader, a proper leader, despite of whatever you think about them or feel about them or whatever you know what I'm saying, a good leader that has a vision that's paying attention to things that's going on around them. They paying attention. They actually like, they can tell you what's going on with the stock market. They can tell you what's going on with the food prices. They can tell you what's going on with the gun sales. They can tell you what's going on with the economy. You know what I'm saying? Why? because it's gonna be for the betterment of your friends and your family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like in life, you're gonna have good times, you're gonna have bad times. We going into some very dark, bad times, people.
Right.
We seen in 2023 in my city alone, in Memphis, Tennessee, over 400 murders, and they ain't stopped killing yet, King. Tonight, somebody gonna die. I guarantee you. What's tonight? What is Friday night? Friday night, Saturday night. What's the so-called New Year? Monday. All the way into Sunday, somebody gonna die. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? All because what? Our people don't know themselves, bro. And not only that, in the predicament that we in, but it's gonna get worse as we see all these years. 2022, guess what? 2021, 2022 was worse than 2021.
Right.
2023 was worse than 2022. The trend is following, bro.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? The trend is continuing. So my whole message and my whole desire is to get people to wake up and understand what the hell is going on around them. So when shit hit the fan, you won't get caught with your pants down. So that's what we bring it out. We trying to keep you from feeling that pain by collabing with each other, man, building your community. You know what I'm saying? Making sure your family was straight. Even when you think about like last year came when the power went out here locally, and we speaking about Memphis. This probably happened in your city too. The power went out. Who all had a generator? Who all had just a extra food put away, extra water put away,
Yes, indeed.
and all these, and what we talking about, the things that we're talking about tonight is gonna lead up into all of this, the things that's going on with Trump, the things that's going on with like I said, the unemployment that's coming, all the things that we're gonna talk about tonight is to get you prepared for what's coming that's even worse. Real talk, bro.
It's gonna all funnel into a civil war.
Yes, sir.
And it's not gonna stop there. So, the thing is, being aware and having the knowledge of the matter is gonna be the first way to prepare, as far as on a physical level. But beyond that, the first step is getting it right with the Most High. All right. So aside from that, I'm gonna share the screen, family. As far as the Civil War. Civil War. Let's look at what was said earlier by Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley. So this recent, you got this movie coming out. You got the Civil War movie.
Hold on, pause there right there, King. What a coincidence. Because me and the brother been talking. Me and this brother, we talk often, right, Pace?
Yes, indeed.
We talk. We hit each other up, even if it's just for a minute, 30 seconds. Hey, bro, you just seen that? Or so Paisley came up. He was like, man, we need to talk about. He sent me this trailer, the Civil War, that we just watched. And bro was like, watch it. And I watched it. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? I woke up. And this came up, what he about to show y'all. Nikki Haley, she was a South Carolina senator. It came out that one of the people in the crowd, they asked her a question concerning the Civil War. And I hit bro up and I was like, man, ain't this a coincidence? You just said sent me this trailer and this happened the next few days. But
Confirmation.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So just like what it says, he asked this lady, Nikki Haley, I'm sorry, what was the cause of the U.S. Civil War? So there's information some people don't know either. Understand that it is already been a time where a civil war happened in this country.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
If it happened once, it can happen again. Let's listen to it though.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? I'm sorry? I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government and what the rights of the people are. And I will always stand by the fact that I think government was intended to secure the rights and freedoms of the people. It was never meant to be all things to all people. Government doesn't need to tell you how to live your life. They don't need to tell you what you can and can't do. They don't need to be a part of your life. They need to make sure that you have freedom. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
So I'm gonna take it back in case y'all didn't hear what he said. She said all those things that she just mentioned, but this guy that's in the audience, he said, man, it's pretty much shocking to me that in 2023, within your explanation, you did not mention slavery. That was the main cause of the first Civil War. All that other stuff, okay, but the main cause was dealing and centered around the slaves, our people.
Right.
Be without government getting in the way. What do you want me to say about slavery?
Hey, you want to talk?
Next question.
What do you want me to say about slavery? She said. He said, you answer my question.
Because the truth of the matter is, man, like, listen. The rapist never want to admit that he a rapist.
This is facts.
The murderer never wants to admit that I was a murderer. Nobody wants to admit that what happened, what, you know what I'm saying, what transpired, what led up to this. You didn't get this country by working hard, coming over here
in innocence.
In innocence, you didn't.
In righteousness.
And I know it's a guilt conscious. On one end, it's like, damn, my forefather. I mean, I didn't personally put you in slave. Didn't have anything to do with slave. Matter of fact, my grandmother or my great I ain't gonna say my great grandfather. My grandfather didn't have a, but you benefited from it. You benefited from it, and not only did you benefit from it, you still benefit from it. And we see all these things that transpire, that take place within our communities. We see the poverty, we see the blight, we see the education levels disproportionate. You know what I'm saying? We see the health care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The poor health care. We see the poor paying jobs. We see all these things. And yet you say, man, you got to pull yourself up out your bootstrap. But you got to take the knife out my back first. You got to, let's just say, if a person was raped or if a person went through any, like a soldier, a soldier come back from war, right?
Right.
And he has PTSD. He is given a psychologist, you know what I'm saying, to help deal with his pain, his trauma. And that, you know what I'm saying? And when the question comes about, you feel that guilt because you know deep down in your side deep down inside you feel like, man, that issue was never really dealt with. So you wonder why these group of people act this way, why they talk this way. It's because they don't have no knowledge of who they are due to the effect of all the systematic oppression, the slavery, all the things that have been done to lead up. So when they do see even within our own people, bro, you know what I'm saying? When you stand up and you start reading, you know what I'm saying, get a better understanding of yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and you know who you are, you truly are. Even your own people will go against you.
This is true.
Because they don't know.
This is true.
And this the significance of what we talking about tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The effects. Now, I'm not looking for no sob story or nobody to feel bad for me. What about do justice? But also what we saying is to our people, like the brother first mentioned, if it happened a fourth time, it can happen again. And it's going to happen again because we see the trend.
See the same you
see the same measuring stick. That we see the same thing that happened last time. We see the things transpiring right now. and some of the things that we're gonna talk about tonight. And it's real, people. This is real. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of our leaders, bro, have failed us, bro. And I always say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's due to the fact that they didn't know in a way. Like, I don't want to spend my life, bro. Like, I have spent like all of my 30s, bro. Like all of my 30s, bro. From all of my 30s. I'm 38 years old now. So, and from 27, when Layla was born, I think I was like 27. So from 26 till now, I've been giving my whole heart to my researching these things, because I was the one part. I mean, like, not saying I don't have my fun and whatever, but I was. Now I've been fully indulged in this as far as my mindset has changed, because I started reading and opened up my mind, and I wish I could just chill and kick it and have a good time and party and do all that. But bro, I can't, because ain't nobody else doing it, bro.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
You bring a point when you say that. See, you partying and all that, okay. So that bring to mind for me the media. A lot of people, we not focusing, we paying attention to the media, but for the wrong cases. We using the media to say, well, I want to be this type of person. I'm gonna skip the whole process of me expanding my mindset by reading, feeding my spirit, feeding my mind knowledge, and all these things. I'm skipping past all that to go party, and there's a lot of that is influenced by the media. But here it is, the media showing us Civil War. Let's not forget now, before Cloverfield hit, they had a movie that was just like it, different name, movie just like it. It came out years prior. So the people paying attention, they putting it in the media. They ain't gonna come flat out and tell you, hey, well, the creditors of the United States Corporation owns the United States. So for people who don't understand what they mean, this country been in debt since 1933. That's gonna play a major role in it. They can't pay the interest rate that's on the debt is unfathomable. They can't even, you can't even imagine trying to pay off the interest rate on the debt, let alone the debt itself. So the country gonna collapse and implode.
Right.
This is why we seeing them layoffs and like that. They trying to find any and every way that they can discover Babylon is falling.
Yeah.
All empires fall, like what it said within the trailer. We're gonna show it again for anybody who came in late, but I'm gonna read this. Ecclesiastes 1:9, because the Civil War happened before, the United States Civil War. So it's possible. It's not nothing that's impossible and something that cannot take place. Keep that in mind. Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun, family.
What's that Bible verse, King?
This Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Somebody type Ecclesiastes 1:9. We need a scribe, King. You know what I'm saying? In case y'all want to go back and validate this. Because there's people that's coming on that ain't never heard this before.
Yes, drop it in the comments for us.
Ecclesiastes 1:9.
1:9.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to read it again. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Right.
And there is no new thing under the sun. So this ain't no new news. This ain't something that's never been heard of. We understand even through our own history. All praise to the Most High. We understand through our own history as Israelites that the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom went to war. That's a civil war. The people of all of these folks from the same, they all are the same family. I'm gonna use their word. They all are the same. They on the same side, but they going to war with each other. That's a civil war. So let me show this. Share the screen again. Ecclesiastes 1. I appreciate y'all dropping it in the comments.
Thank you. Thank you. Very well. Appreciate it.
So let's look at this civil war. Let's look at the first civil war. Share the screen.
Read to him.
Indeed.
Okay. The American Civil War, from approximately April 12th, 1861 through May 26, 1865.
Hold on right there. So this is something else of why we want to sound the alarm for the people to get ready. He that have ear, let them hear. Man, when we think about war, let us not get in the mindset to think that this thing is over overnight. Wars last for years, family.
Yeah.
Wars take time before that thing is come. You got wars that last 20 years, 12 years, 30 years. So this one here lasted every bit of 4 years to total. A civil war in America, Americans versus Americans. So go ahead, Ken.
Yeah. So when basically we're going over when the Civil War started. The American Civil War started approximately from April 12, 1861 through May 26, 1865, also known by other names. Was a civil war in the United States between the Union, the North, and the Confederate, the South, which had been formed by the states that had been succeeded from the Union. And right now, what we got going on, we see different states with what? With Donald Trump, they saying what? He can't run. Are we taking him off the ballot?
Yes, indeed.
We taking him off the ballot. The blue states, which is our Democratic states, if you go back and look at it, the red states represent what? The Republican states. So what we seeing right now, we seeing the blue states saying, look, how can we keep this man from running? How can we keep this? How can we take? Because Donald Trump represent pretty much. When he say I make American great again, he see some white folks got some type of values. You know what I'm saying? Some white folks they know that bringing certain things within within America would tear down their would tear down their establishments. For example, you notice that it ain't prayer in the school no more. But what's coming to school now? Now they saying you can bring the satanic worship now in the school. Now they didn't replace that. That's gonna be what? They know that this their foul. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of demasculization going on. What that's doing, that's making your men weaker.
Yes,
because when you look in countries like Russia, you look at countries like China, guess what? They enforce they don't have rules and you don't have freedoms that say you can be whatever you want to be. Now you got men talking about you know what I'm saying, they going in little girls' restroom now saying they women.
Yes, indeed.
And and not only that, you're making your military weaker when you do these things. So Donald Trump represent the wealth and the prosperity, and he has a lot invested in America. You know what I'm saying? He's a Anglo-Saxon Protestant white man, and that's the power structure in America. And they seeing that power being taken from under them by what? Your leftists. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? These things are coming to fruition. The scripture even tell you in Matthew, a nation divided by itself should not stand. And we see a lot of back and forth. They saying, okay, well, Trump can't run. If Trump can't run in Maine, well, Biden can't run in Texas. So that's the division that we beginning to see. That's if you paying attention though. Yes, you got to be paying attention to even recognize what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother saying, it ain't gonna happen overnight. All these things gonna happen incrementally. It's gonna happen step by step by step by step until finally, boom, chaos happen. But if you weren't paying attention, you won't be ready for what's to come. And that's what we trying to bring out here.
Shine the light on.
Yes, sir.
For those who may not know, because we don't know everything. You got some information that we need to know. All right. And so even in that time, just here's a little tip to understand. Just like what Shem was bringing out. Those same people are the nihilists, which we could talk about Albert Pike and him, saying this is how we're gonna construct the Third World War. He said we're gonna release the nihilists, but that also ties in with this type of matter too. When it's complete anarchy, when it's complete chaos, it's not gonna be a way for us to call the ambulance to help us. The law enforcement, those who the policies or the police, they're not gonna be patrolled. They're gonna have to watch their own homes.
That's right.
So guess what? In those cases, we gonna have to be even more wise. So we having these conversations now, like even here's the tip that I was talking about. Stay away from the roads. The roads, this is an obvious means of travel. So if you got people who are raiders, I'm gonna use that word, raiders and rapists, those who rapists now who we don't know, listen, those people still will be here. We still will have to contend with those people. Those are some of the soldiers and warriors, if you will, who gonna be in the Civil War, who we'll be fighting against. Avoid as many fights and wars as you can, because again, you're not gonna be able to go to the hospital. If we still here, if we be the generation at which I believe we will, if not our children, but however, it ain't gonna be no going to the hospital, family. You know what I mean? So we avoid a fight, because if you get injured, it's just like the wild. I'm watching this video with these two grizzly bears fighting the other day, yesterday. In the wild, when that bear get hurt, he ain't going to no nurse. When he get his side ripped open and his feet, his paw bit off by another grizzly bear, when that lion injured that hyena, they don't go to no nursing. Them folks gonna have to live with their wound or die, and more than likely, because you've been weakened, you easy prey. So we avoid these altercations. We don't run out there trying to be Rambo. That's the movies. That's the fictional movies. We ain't trying to be Rambo, and you ain't trying to be Sonya Blade. Understand this, man. We gonna avoid all that.
That's right.
So in the time of Civil War, we want to get out the way from these things. And this is what we're saying. Raise the awareness, teach the people, shine the light on what's going on so we know what's ahead. Start making your plan now. Keep some fire on you. Keep on to matches, lighters. Keep that on you. That's gonna be necessary.
It's important having that ready bag.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Even for the women, now that you own that, King,
yes,
all women, you should have a ready bag, and you need to store up feminine products.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Store up your stuff, store up your feminine products. Like I said, I'm gonna keep reiterating this. Store up, have you a bag to the side with all your feminine products in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so when time comes, guess what? You can pick up that bag, you good, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You might be uncomfortable, but you won't be just totally, you know what I'm saying, like not able to provide some type of means of hygiene for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep those things, and you want to have it for your children too. You want to have things for your children. Men, all men need to make sure, and it's the man responsibility. It's the man responsibility if their woman have a head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If she have a person that's over her, that's a head, that's a guide, that's her. You know what I'm saying? That the person that, you know what I'm saying, that looks out for her or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All your whole family, your women, you know what I'm saying, your children, your mama, your sister, your auntie, your brothers, your men.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure that everybody have, or at least have the idea to buy the essential needs that they might need, you know what I'm saying, during that time. You know what I'm saying? Get you a nice coat. Invest in having a nice coat, a warm coat, like something that's good. Spend some money on it. You know what I'm saying? Invest in having you a generator. Invest in having you some food stored up, some water stored up, some ammo stored up. Because those things will be essential during those times, believe it or not.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, and I do understand we got different situations. A lot of these things are easier said than actually done.
Yes, sir. Everybody's
situation is different. I get it. What we're doing, we want to get the gears going though. This is why right now, why I said it's a lot of exposing going on. The relationships that we building and that we have with people, the Most High is revealing. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be sad to say. It is sad to say, but it's true. A lot of our family members, our loved ones, if we haven't got to a point where we detach with these people, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like, hey, what can I do? You spent your time. It's just like the story with the virgins. These virgins, they were prepared for when the bridegroom came. The others didn't prepare. You had the guy with the talents. He didn't go multiply his talents. He buried his talents. The others multiplied them and used them. We got to determine who we gonna be. So a part of the detachment is the mindset and the spirit come up off of the entertainment a lot. You see what I'm saying? We got to focus more on what's really going to look at the world news. Look at what's really happening. Though a lot of times the things that we don't like or we feel like, man, oh, that's boring. A lot of time, not all the time, those are the things we need to be paying attention to. The thing that when it come down to it, you need to do this, and you get there feeling like, dang, man, I really don't feel like I want to lay down a little more, or I want to play the game a little more. I want to do this or that. You know, cheat. I really want to cheat. I don't feel like that really be the thing that need to be done
That's right.
of necessity. Which in the long run and later on, you know, find out, man, I should have done that. You know what I mean? Procrastination is killing and destroying a lot of us. It's stopping a lot of the progress because we procrastinate. We got to get on it. And we need, hold on, Shim.
Yep.
So we need people around us who you can have as a soundboard who going to remind you and re-inspire. Like, yeah, we supposed to be on this, bro. We supposed to be on this. Like, bro, call me many times. I might be chilling. Like, and I need that reminder. I need that fact. So we just sharing and saying the same thing to y'all, man, for what's coming. This Civil War. And my mindset is this. Even if it's not me and my brother and the rest of y'all saints to actually go through this thing, I'm training my children that they will be aware. So that even if it's later on, they would train my grandchildren. Like, be ready. This is what was going to happen. This is the prophecy. You know what I mean? So many people don't prepare because they saying, well, we know they've been saying that for years. But then it happened. You know what I mean? And when I'd rather be prepared in a time and it's not happening than when it happened, I have made no preparation.
Yeah, I say this, Kane, like niggas, and I say niggas.
Okay.
We play too damn much, bro.
Okay.
Everything's a damn joke. Everything's is a ha-ha moment. Ha 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 ha. Until you in a situation. I tell your brothers all the time, man, get in shape. Take care of yourself. I'm not saying it because I want to be walking around this joint. Yeah, look at me. No, because I want, if you in shape, that's better for me. That's better for your brother. That's better for your family. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing, it's a method to the madness, bro. We not doing it just to be a show off or for views or for likes or for this and that. We doing it for real. We don't get paid up here. We don't have a tip bucket up here saying, pay me. Right. You know what I'm saying? We don't, we not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I want brothers, man, to take this serious, and the women too, man. Take this serious, what we saying. Quit playing so damn much. This is not a joking or a laughing matter. I'm not sitting up here joking. I'm not sitting up here playing. I'm not sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, thinking it's a game. I'm not. I'm very serious when it comes to that. You know why? Because the other nation's serious. They training. They getting ready. For real, though.
Yes, indeed.
We the only people that play too damn much. Everything a damn joke, bro. We not sitting up here joking. We not sitting here playing. Quit playing so damn much. It ain't gonna be funny when your kid's starving. It ain't gonna be funny when you starving. You gonna remember in that day, damn, them folks were telling us, man. They were telling us to save this up. They was telling us to do this. We ain't telling you to go hang yourself from a cliff. We ain't telling you to run down the street naked. We telling you some real stuff that make real sense. What's the hurt if you do store up your if nothing don't happen, cool. But some gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Because it's happening. We see rent prices going up, food prices going up.
Indeed.
We seeing all these things. Now we gonna stick to the subject what we talking about the Civil War, but we all this
encompass
it because what? Poverty and crime has a positive correlation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a negative correlation. We know that the more poverty, the crime raise. We know that. So we ain't sitting up here playing. This ain't no playing. We ain't joking. This is dead serious, bro. This for your life, your family life.
Our life.
This for real. So we ain't playing. This is not playing. We dead serious. We mean this.
Yes, indeed. So
don't come up here thinking we playing a game and we joke. You don't joke with your boss at work, but we like to joke with each other. It's crazy. It's ironic to me, like other nationalities, besides ourselves, we give them the utmost respect, King. But when it comes to each other, man, we disrespect each other. We have no boundaries for each other. We just do whatever the hell we want to do to each other. And we wonder why our communities are so dysfunctional. Because we don't give a damn about each other. We don't even give a damn about ourselves. And it's got to change. And everybody ain't going to get it, family. Everybody ain't going to get it. All skin folk ain't kin folk.
This is true.
We gotta realize that, man. Some of our family ain't gonna get it. It's cutting season. You know, like a coach in the game, right? Like when you know what I'm saying, when trials come, the coach only can keep a certain amount of players, bro.
Okay.
You might have 200 people come out, but only 16 people can make their team. 15 people can make their team. So that's a lot of decisions to be made. You know what I'm saying? So it's cutting season. If a nigga ain't got it right now, if you ain't got it right now, you ain't been putting in no work, you ain't been on what we on, man, don't come around me. That's how I feel, King. Don't come around me, man. I'm not coming around, you don't come around me. This shit is serious. We serious, man, with our lives. Our lives at stake right here. We know what's gonna transpire. We ain't just no dumb niggas around here just talking out the side of our head. We well educated man, and we don't mean by the education standards of this world. We talking about our own 2 Timothy 2:15, studying to show ourselves approved. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we doing. But with that being said, what we saying is, man, take this serious. Don't take this for light. Stop playing so damn much. This is not, we ain't here to play. This ain't no, we ain't got no red clown nose and no paint on our face. We ain't here to tell no jokes. This is not a comic show. This is real, King.
Yes, indeed.
So stop playing.
Matthew 10. I'm gonna read this. I want you to get that out of 2nd Ezra though.
Okay.
But this off what you saying now, with the families. Matthew 10 verse 34 says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." So that's letting us know the Messiah. I didn't come for the jolly dancing and all that. I came to bring that sword. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." All of these things, these masses, these battles, this is the first civil war. Before it expand out into the lands, it's happening inside the household. The dad against the son, the mama against the brother against the, it's happening within those 4 walls, under that roof. That's the first civil war. Then it spill out over into the lands and with the nations and the cities. All right. So then after that, it say, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So that's the line being drawn in the sand. This is what I was talking about earlier. We got to be paying attention. The exposing and the revelation of who's who, what's going on. Who are you? Who am I? What are you on? What are they on? What is the focus of these people? You know what I mean? And so the book tells us that the birds resort unto their light, and truth shall return to them that practice in her. So who you are, you're going to get with. If you want to be around people who not prepared, who not thinking to prepare, who don't have an inclination at all for the Most High, then you're going to be in those groups and circles. And sure enough, as things go down, make sure that choice that these people made, whether it's you or not, you're going to have to deal with the consequences that come with it. One of those consequences, let me get that, King. 2nd Ezra 15, start with 14.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra. This is chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yes, indeed.
For the sword and their destruction draw nigh.
We just read about the sword. The sword and destruction draw nigh. It's coming.
And one people should stand up to fight against another.
One people gonna stand up to fight against another. Go ahead.
And swords with swords in their hand.
They not empty-handed, fam.
For there shall be sedition among men.
There's a raising up of the people against the government. We don't trust the government. There's many people coming out. We don't care about it. We don't like the government. They just had the march on the Capitol. Remember, 3 years back or so. It been bloodshed. It been, hey, we don't want to deal with this. Overthrow him. All that. Go ahead.
For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Invading one another. This a part of that. This civil war that's coming. Listen, when they break out the anarchy again, we're not gonna we're gonna stop seeing these trucks come to town. We're gonna stop seeing it. It's a lot of luxuries that we enjoy. We're not gonna be able to take part in again. So now is the time. Let us prepare our mind. Let us prepare our spirits like this. I'm gonna play that trailer again too. Go ahead, read it though.
They shall not regard their kings.
They don't. It don't matter if you. So anybody who thinking that you got a position in government, you thinking that you just somebody who won't. everybody gonna be touchable.
And too, King, like you're saying, when they say they should not regard their kings or their princes, they ain't gonna give a damn what the mayor talking about,
I'm trying to
or
tell
what
you.
the senator talking about, or what the president of the United States talking about. And that's what the trailer showed. Man, them folks ain't gonna give a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you get hungry and when you get thirsty,
yes, indeed.
even with women, you already know on women on a smaller level, bro. Everybody know when a woman is hungry, bruh. Even when everything is going okay, bro, she gonna have an attitude at this world when she hungry. You bet not rub her the wrong. Just imagine if you hungry and you hungry and you hungry and you hungry and you starving and your kids starving, they hollering, mama, daddy, I'm hungry, man. You will get to the point, man, you be ready to put that kid out their misery, bro. But people don't never think about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's real, bro. When you will get so hungry, when you will think about, man, I'm about to, man, this nigga go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna barbecue this. For real.
Yes, indeed.
This is for real.
Yes, indeed.
This is no, this is just human behavior.
Yes, indeed, man. Go ahead.
You want me to keep reading now, okay?
Keep reading.
And it said, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions should stand in their own power. Meaning what? Man, they gonna do whatever the hell they want to do in their
Do
time.
whatever they can, whatever they want. Do as thou wilt shall be the hold of the law. That's what Alistair Crowley teachings is. And that's what it's gonna be. Keep going.
A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. For, let me read that again. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. This is verse 17. And it reads, a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yes, indeed.
The houses shall be destroyed. And men shall be afraid.
Men gonna be afraid.
And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
It ain't gonna be no pity.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Because the food supply is cut out. Just like what Carlos just put up here. Food will create a monster. The lack of bread, because you can't eat. That's a part of war too. When a kingdom or this group, this side come and siege or seize these folks, they might cut off the water supply. They might cut off the food supply, starve them out. And by that, the people a lot of times what then happen, the people become cannibals. You know what I mean? Like you say, I'm looking at, the child, or he looking at this child, or that woman, she looking at her baby and end up killing them and eating them.
That's right. You got to know your personnel.
Man.
You got to know, and not only that, man, we got to take this serious, y'all. It's people that know, man. It's people that know that, like, all these things about to pop off. But yet, you throw it in the back of your mind, why? To please others. You know what I'm saying? We still have our friends. We still have our families, those that we love, those that we cherish, those that we probably give our life for. But family, I'm telling y'all, it's time to move on. It's time to get with those that's on what you own. You need to learn how to set up your own tent. You need to learn how to hunt. You need to learn how to fish. You need to learn how to be self-sufficient in a nutshell. You need to know how to set up you know what I'm saying? You need to know how to set up a house, or you know what I'm saying?
Skills.
Everything. You need to know how to read a map. If Siri went out right now, it's some Negroes can't get to the other side of town, bro. You know that?
Yes, indeed.
If the satellite went out right now, and people lost all telecommunication, man, some people wouldn't even know where to go. They wouldn't even know where to search, how to search for water. They wouldn't know. They'll be totally lost, King. Think about how many people in that situation would die just like that. Because you only can go without water for like 7 days. So I don't know, you done with, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta have clean water. So you ain't set up nothing for your family. You ain't set up nothing for yourself. So man, I'm trying to get brothers to think, man, to be able to. You might don't be with me, I might don't be with you, but you can with this plethora of knowledge that we putting out here for our people, man. You could be self-sufficient. Start now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You share the screen for anybody who came in late. Show this trailer, this Civil War trailer. They putting it in your face. They letting us know. Spring 2024, they giving us the sign. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna go down in spring, but I am saying I'm watching. This, matter of fact, was the end result of their movie, Leave the World Behind.
Yep.
This what was going on in the city at the end of the movie.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. What if...
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
Spring 2024.
You know, there's one thing I noticed in the movie, what they said at the end, King. They said that we'll reach the White House July 4th.
Yeah, I seen it. I heard it.
Do y'all remember what happened? When did the American defeat the British in order to get their freedoms? July. That's why you have Independence Day. Well, it was 1776, July 4th, or around that time is when the Americans defeated the British, but at the same time they had slaves, which was kind of contradictory within itself.
Yes, indeed.
So just like the brother brought out earlier, it's nothing new under the sun. What happened the fourth time is gonna happen again. For real though.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. Let me get John right quick, bro. Let me show you something else right quick. John 16. John 16, and then bring out that information with Trump and everything else you got, Sean.
Yes, sir.
So this St. John 16, it says, I'm gonna start with one. It says, these things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. So he putting us on game and giving us the warning. He telling us ahead of time. He said, they shall put you out of the synagogue. Yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you would think that they do God's service or the Most High service. So I'm taking this point because, listen, in these times, you're going to have those people, psychopathic or whatever, feeling like, listen, it'll be other Israelites.
That's right.
Oh, you got a different doctrine. Your doctrine is, you don't call the same name and everything else, okay? And it'll be them killing other Israelites saying, thinking that they doing some service to the Most High.
Right.
Family members killing families, thinking that, man, this is something that's going to glorify the Most High. It's telling us the mindset of the people. It's going to be warped. It's going to be totally backwards, upside down, and inside out. That's what the man going to be. Now, what you got, Sean?
My whole thing is, I'm going to keep reiterating. I'm going to keep reinforcing it.
Yes, indeed.
Being serious. We got to be serious. You got to be in a serious mind. Like me, I'm serious, King.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I have my, like I said, my vices and things that I like to do. But in the back of my mind, I'm always serious about this. I'm always thinking, okay, what's my next move?
Yes, indeed.
How can I ensure that my family suffer less? How can I ensure that the brother, I'm very valuable to my brother next to me? How can I do these things? That's what's in my mindset. So I'm getting in shape. So I'm going to the range. So I'm storing food. So I'm doing all these things to make sure that I can be somewhat of help to others, but mostly myself. And we putting these messages out because you might just have to hunker down and be by yourself, bro.
It's true.
You might have to, you know what I'm saying, hold it down by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might can't call me. I might be somewhere, man, thousands of miles away when this pop off. You know what I'm saying? Lord's willing. So what we trying to, the reason why we bringing this all out is to not only, you know what I'm saying, get you ready for what's to come, but to let you know why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Why are these things happening? And everything that we doing right now, you can go back and you can fact check it. What we doing. We ain't no, like I said, we ain't no dumb niggas around here just speaking out the side of our neck, talking about, man, pick up your gun. And no, you have to be real strategic on what you do. You have to strategize. You have to be very equipped in regards to, like I said, navigation.
Tapped in with the Most High, man.
That's number one. If you ain't got God, you ain't got nothing. That's first and foremost. But you need to spend time with learning how to navigate, learning how to start your own fire. Simply put, you need to learn survival skills, bro. And if you don't, you need to get around those that do. You need to get in shape. How can you be good to somebody when you ain't no good to yourself? You know what I'm saying? So that's why one of the main reasons why we pushing this, we want people to be well prepared. You know what I'm saying? And we've been blessed with this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So we want to give it out freely. We ain't up here with no tip bucket saying, you know what I'm saying, send this right here or whatever. You know, although donations are well received. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what we trying to, you know, implement or do. What we trying to do is, man, get like-minded individuals to see what's coming so they can avoid the pain.
Yes, indeed.
And like I said, I care about these little babies. I care about these children. And I don't want them to suffer. So you, as they parent or they guardian or whomever you are to them, you need to make sure that, man, you got something to feed these babies in a time of need. You see these damn immigrants coming across these borders, 10,000 a day. 10,000 a day, King. 10,000 a day, and they age men. You see a lot of men coming across there. So you got to think in your mind, man, what these folks coming across here for 300,000 a month. Men. You don't know what their plan is. You don't know what type of diseases they carry. You don't know if they on some terrorist stuff, if what they gonna do. You don't know they plan. But if you too busy partying and turning up, you will never see it, and it'll be too late. Like me, boom, I research, I read things. You know what I'm saying? Not make me any better than you. I'm not no better than anybody. But I take my time and I read, and I say, let me read what's going on with the Elmo. Let me read what's going on with North Korea. Because I know all these things is going to come to play. All these things matter in regards to it's going to come here. Nothing has hit America yet since 9/11. But guess what? Something coming. You can feel it. I can feel it. Everybody can feel it. Your Christmas went the same. When nobody going out here on Black Friday running to these stores, hey, let me grab a TV. You ain't see none of that. That means what? A slowdown in your economy. You can't go to the store and spend $150 and feed 5 people. $150, you can barely feed yourself. So what that means is you need to follow the trend. Everything going up, that means that my dollar is devaluing. And the strength of any country is the strength of their dollar or their currency. If the currency is low, guess what? You're gonna see poverty in that country. Look at Venezuela. You can take a boatload of money and it takes you to buy a loaf of bread in Venezuela.
Yes, indeed.
Why? Because all the sanctions that's been put on them, they devalue their currency. So people need to wake up, man, and know what's going on. Go ahead, King.
No, you share the screen, man.
Okay.
So all that, like you said, it funnels down to the conclusion of what's gonna play a part with this civil war. I mean, the Messiah told us, man. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
It's gonna go to that.
Yes, indeed.
So what we gonna open up now? Get that. That's a Matthew 24, King, or Matthew Nation Against Nation.
I got you.
As y'all see right here, it says what? Trump's eligibility for the ballot is being challenged under the 14th Amendment. That's what they're saying, y'all. We're gonna read through. We ain't gonna go through all of it, but we're gonna read enough of it. Let me see. Okay. It says, well, basically in a nutshell, if those who don't know, if you have been keeping up with the news lately, I know most of us don't. In Colorado, they have the state Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, but the state Supreme Court has elected to keep Trump off the ballot, or they're trying to be, and he has petitioned to have that reversed. They have done the same thing in Maine. So the trend is all the blue states are going to try to basically keep Trump off the ballot. What do you think that's going to do? How do you think that's going to play out? You think these folks going to just sit back and say, look, we ain't going to be able to, our vote don't matter. This is who we want, and y'all telling us that we can't? It's going to cause a war. Read, King.
All right. Matthew 24. Let's see. Verse 4 says, and Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Many coming in his name saying he's Christ. You got T.D. Jakes saying, I got the way. You got the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of different religions. You got the Buddhists. You got the Catholics. You got the Protestants. You got the Baptists, the Presbyterian. You got all these people saying, look, I got the way. Read, King.
And shall deceive.
And they deceiving many. They deceive you. How do they deceive you? They tell you, man, that Jesus Christ was born on December 25th. And in order to honor him, you got to put a tree up in your house, put gifts up, and all that just to what? Keep a cycle of what? Economic poverty, white supremacy. All this causing. You know what I'm saying? Because after the 25th come the 1st. And you know what's due on the 1st, right? Read, King.
And ye shall hear of wars.
And you shall hear of wars. We hearing the wars of what? Russia, Ukraine, China, and Taiwan, Israel, Palestine. You hearing all these wars coming to fruition right now. Read.
And rumors of wars.
And rumors of wars. You hearing all the rumors. Oh, man, you heard that? Yeah, man, they flew a rocket and they flew an ICBM and did this. You hearing the rumors of what happened. Read, King.
See that ye be not troubled.
Man, don't even be not troubled. Why we not troubled? Because we know what's finna come. So I'm not troubled. I know that all these things must come to pass in order for our deliverance. And when I say our, I'm talking about the Israelites, the true Israelites. Read.
For all these things must come to pass.
Man, it must happen. It must happen. In order for a baby to be born, the mother must receive pain. She must go through pain in order for that baby to be born. That's just what it is. Read.
But the end is not yet.
The end ain't yet. Read.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation against nation. What's a nation against nation? That means that within a nation, like Democrats against Republicans, that's nation against nation. Read, King.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom against kingdom. China against Taiwan. America against Russia. All these things we've been beginning to see take place right before our eyes. Read.
And there shall be famines.
It should be famines. So you mean to tell me you ain't went to the grocery store and you ain't seen the change in the food price? Just the, man, What, 9 months ago, your baby couldn't even get formula from the shelf. They was out of formula to feed the babies. Tell me I'm lying, Kane. They had this and you witnessed this and you know this. It's been a shortage. It's a shortage on food. They got shrinkflation where they put they sell you a bag of chips, but there's only 10 chips in the bag. It's called shrinkflation. Look that up. Read.
And pestilences.
Pestilence. What's pestilence? They're diseases. Coronavirus. Sound familiar? Not only that, they got new virus, JN.1. They got all types of things that's going on. AIDS, HIV, cancer, everything, all types of diseases. Read.
And earthquakes.
Earthquakes, we've been seeing earthquakes. Matter of fact, my phone rang. They said, did you feel the earthquake in Memphis the other day? But I ain't feel the earthquake. But it's earthquakes in diverse places. We seeing them all over. We seeing these earthquakes take place in these earth. Read.
In diverse places. Yep, that's it.
That's it. So, man, family, pay attention to what's going on. Get you and your family straight. Man, this war about to happen. This civil war about to pop off. These folks ain't. One thing about this white man, King. See, you can go. You can stop sharing.
All right.
One thing about this white man, he ain't finna just go out without swinging. Don't think this just gonna be. See, we march as black people, King. You know, like when things not going our way, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be law enforcement kill us or just some uncertainty happen towards us, we march.
Right.
We shall overcome. White people don't march. They kill. Big difference. 1776, during the revolution, guess what? It was no marching. It was none but bloodshed. During the Civil War, it was no marching. It was none but bloodshed. That's just what it is. And that's what's to come. That's what's to come, y'all. You got it, King.
Indeed, indeed. So some else are dropping there from their verse, nation against nation. The root word of nationality is nation. So you got different nationalities. You got the Indians, and I'm not talking about those I'm talking about the East Indians coming in through Arizona. You got the Chinese or the Asiatic people, the Asian ones coming in through Cali and the other sides in Texas. And these different nations, listen, they coming with it, like bro said. You know, they coming with, you don't know who this person is. Is this a robber? Is this a rapist? Is this a molester? Who is this? Is this a witch? Is this a sorcerer? You know what I'm saying? Is this an atheist? You don't know who that is. Crossing your borders, and these things gonna play a part in it. So some else that I wanted to share is Luke 22. Luke 22, verse 36. So in these times, family, all we saying is the signs are there. They present. They showing us. They warning us. And so it's up to us to take heed to these signs. Brother X, how can you get in contact with us? I'm gonna drop this right here in the comment before we get there.
Who was that?
Children of the prophets. Want to get in contact with us? You want to build, so that we can, you know what I mean, be prepared. Kindred spirit, like-minded. Reach out to this right. Reach out to this email. Reach out to that email right there. All right, Luke 22 and 36. Read that for me, John.
I got you, King.
Luke 22 and 36.
This is the book, verse Luke, chapter 22, verse 36. I'm going to start at the first.
Go ahead.
35. I'm going to start at 35. And it said, and he said unto him, when I sent you without a person, a scrip, and shoes, lack ye anything? And they said nothing. Then said he unto them, but now, the word but is a what, King?
A disclaimer is changing the situation.
When they say but, that means what? It's a change in. It's a change in. But this means however. You know. You know what I'm saying? It's a change in verbiage.
Yes, indeed.
So it say, but now he that have a purse, and we ain't talking about no purse over your shoulder,
no man bag.
We ain't talking about that.
Your fanny pack, your manny pack, none of that. They used to carry the real money. If you don't know, lawful money, as according to the law, is silver and gold. Right now, we've been dealing with fiat or false fake money, colorable money. So this means it's fake money, it's monopoly money, really. It's even if you read on the dollar bills or the currency or whatnot, it says this is legal tender for all debts, public or private. So this is a substitute form of money to pay for a debt. It's not the true form that we use. The true form to use is silver or gold. You take your whole chunk of gold and you go get it minted. They break it down and put it in coin form. And then that's how we did business. That's another story, another time. But what he's saying right here, he said, take your purse. So that bag that you used to hold those gold coins and silver coins in, go ahead.
Let him take it.
Mm-hmm.
And likewise his script.
Mm-hmm.
And he that have no sword,
Mm-hmm.
let him sell his garment
Mm-hmm.
and buy one.
Let him sell his garment and buy one. So the Messiah instructed us. It was at one point in time I said, don't worry about these things. He said, but now is the time that when it comes to this, you're going to need a sword. You're going to need some form of protection. Even if that means you got to sell your garment. Sell your garment and buy a sword. This is what he's telling us.
To protect yourself.
He's not telling you sit there, wait, and become a victim, because we just read in the prophecy in 2nd Ezra 15, they going to be invading houses. And as much evil that they can perform is going to stand in their power. However they want to hurt you. You know what I mean? This the real facts is however dark, the deepest thing you can think of, if they want to do that, you subject to their power, they're going to perform that.
That's right, King.
So what are we doing to contend with it? First of all, I want to avoid it altogether. But if I must face it, I want to be at the tip top, condition that I can be in. For not only my family, but for anybody else who the Most High would command me to help and provide for. All right. So you think we had something else you want to share?
King, going to I want to show that I know we spoke earlier about migrants coming to the borders.
Okay.
Let's check out this article, people. And we're gonna read it to you. And everything that we doing, we're gonna break it down to you. This is all factual. It reads, migrants are showing up at the U.S. southern border in historic numbers. Read on. It's read on. I mean, go up. Keep going on. Try to get here. You go right here. Go back up. Scroll back up. This is the number I want. In the past year, the southern border has received a historic number of migrants, more than 2.4 million people. It's been a 30% increase from the year before. Now, I'm not saying that, people don't, they're not having a harsh time and, man, they want to come to America for, just for prosperity. You know what I'm saying? The land of the free. It's they think.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In their mind, they trying to come for the betterment of their families. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ignorant towards that. But what I'm saying is, these people coming across here in droves. 10,000 people a day. And I think that if they say 10,000, say 20,000.
Right.
Really, I might want to say 30,000. They got caravans of men coming over here in droves and droves and droves and droves and droves and droves and droves. What you think that's gonna do to you?
And then what's the trade-off?
Now, when they come over here, are they now Democrats?
What's the benefit that the government is exchanging them?
They incentivizing this stuff.
What's the
because they wouldn't be coming over here if they didn't know that they weren't gonna get directly in.
Man.
These folks coming in, you go to New York City, what you see them piled up in the
yes, indeed.
What's the name of that hotel? I forgot the name of the hotel. But they piled up in the hotels. You go out there, they putting them up in hotels, they doing all these things right up under you. They all in Chicago. You got all these people protesting like, man, why all these people coming into my city, sucking up all my resources?
Yeah.
Why am I, as a taxpayer, why the hell I got a fund for them to be up in a hotel? Why I gotta pay for their kids? Why I gotta take care of them, my hard-earned tax dollars? Why I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would I give a damn? Why would I care about them? Period.
Got homeless people here now.
We got homeless people here. We got people that's starving. We got the black community is full of blight and poverty and death and all these things. Poor economics, poor paying jobs, poor schools, all these things. But you got money for people that coming across the border.
Mhm.
And this ain't no shot at nobody, no disrespect to nobody. It's just what it is, and it's just straight facts.
So-
and quite frankly, I don't give a damn how you feel. Let me just put that out there.
Okay.
I don't.
Yes, indeed.
But at the same time, I'm realizing what's happening. I'm seeing what's happening. And our people, they too caught up in the game, man. It's gonna be too late.
Yes, indeed.
When everything transpire, it's gonna be too late. You're gonna be like, damn, why my food stamps get cut off? Why my funding get cut off? Why I can't have this and this? It's too many people. Everybody know in any business is what, King? Supply and what?
Demand.
Supply and demand. If you got too much supply and not enough demand, the price go down. You got too much demand and not enough supply, guess what? The supply goes up. Everybody know that. Anybody with common, any type of common business sense, they know that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's gonna transpire. And we don't want y'all to get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? Start congregating with your people. Start a community with your people. You know what I'm saying? Get with those that know how to set up tents, that know how to hunt, fish, and do all these things, that have survival skills for you and your family don't suffer. You know what I'm saying? It's for real, y'all. Go ahead, King.
So what I'm pulling a point from in case this seemed like something that don't matter. If you're not aware, a lot of us are. In Chicago, what it was like a month or so ago, you had these foreigners out there. They end up getting into a fighting scuffle with Israelites. I'm talking about Israelites who know they Israelites out there street preaching. That clash happened to where it was some actual physical altercation took place. So I'm saying that to say these foreigners, they come in, which, okay, we know we foreigners or however you feel about it. Anyway, these people who not native, who been let in, guess what? They have a mindset to say, man, we gonna fight. We'll do damage. We will harm you. It ain't no house rules or respect your house to say, well, these people, I don't know, they feel entitled to this land and that we should be here more than we. And they just came in the door. But is that enlisted within that incentive that they've been given? I don't know. I don't know, family. All right, so I ain't got too much else, Shem. Whatever you want to add.
Man, the last thing I want to pull up, I want to show y'all these ammo shortages that's going on.
Yes, indeed.
Pull up this article. What he's about to do now, my brother Paisley, he's about to show y'all this article of these shortages that's coming. Now I know some of our people convicted felons, and they can't be around firearms or whatnot, and so you know what I'm saying, it don't matter. But I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. Man, make sure you got something to protect yourself. This says ammo prices set to rise substantially. Do you know what the word substantially mean, King?
Man, tell me.
That means that a lot, more than normal. You know what I'm saying? Significant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
Yeah. It means that it's gonna rise to a price higher than what you.
It's gonna be impactful.
It's gonna be very impactful for those who want to protect themselves. But you need to go ahead and buy early so you won't feel the. You know what I'm saying? So I put a lot of things out there. I know a lot of people think, man, this nigga crazy. Because I would think I'm crazy too. Real talk. If I was you, I would think I'm crazy too. But the fact is, it's all love, family, and we bringing you straight facts. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. Read. Scroll up, King. And I'm gonna read this article for you guys. It said, Vista Outdoor, a apparent company to many firearm businesses, told Newsweek that it will be substantially increase its ammunition prices due to the anticipated global shortages of what, King?
Of gunpowder. I got you too.
Gunpowder. So in order to create a bullet, you need what, King?
It requires gunpowder.
You need gunpowder. The Minnesota-based company confirmed the authenticity of a December 1st letter sent to the customers that it will go ahead with an across-the-board increase of its ammunition and gunpowder prices on January what?
First.
Happy New Year, nigga. You know what's going on? The price is increasing. While you sitting around talking about Happy New Year, you know what I'm saying? Let me make they already gave you your resolution for the year. Gun prices going up. While we sitting back partying, they passing laws, legislation, things to what? Disenfranchise you. Things to disempower you. Things to keep you sidetracked it. Cause guess what they're gonna have too, King? You know they got the Super Bowl coming up in February, right?
Yes, indeed.
So all these things, so they got you with so first they got you with Christmas to keep you distracted.
Got Valentine's Day, you know.
They got the Christmas, they keep you distracted. You know what I'm saying? You done spent all the money on the gifts. How you gonna afford the bullets? And then New Year's, you get the bullets, you might shoot them up. You know what I'm saying? And then right after that, you got February, Valentine's Day. You know you got to make your woman happy. Then March, you got St. Patrick's Day, so you gonna go drink you some beer. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, what we got, King? Labor. What we got?
What's the Easter? I can't really.
Easter. You got all these days that's coming back to back to back to back to back to keep you broke. So guess what? You can't even afford it if you wanted to buy it. So what I'm telling people, man, be aware. Be very aware of the tricks in the trades of the devil, man, to try to keep you disenfranchised.
Yes, indeed.
One thing about something, man, you cannot keep what you can't protect. Real talk. You can't keep what you can't protect. So start being smart. Start being self-sufficient. Stop trying to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to rely on the government. I'm going to rely on the very person that put me in this predicament. And you're going to go to him for help. What happened to the people during Katrina? Do you remember? What happened to the people during Katrina? They waited on the government and they waited. And they waited. And they waited. And they waited. And nobody never came to their rescue. But those who were prepared, that had boats, that had food, that had water, that had bullets. Because just know, when that Katrina happened, people were being invaded. Women were being raped. This is real. This, you can go in and fact check these things. Women were being raped in the Superdome. This for real. They had prisoners out. You got all these prisoners that were let out. Guess what? They ain't seen women in years. What you think they mindset is? You know what I'm saying? You got child molesters. All these people walking around freely. So, man, keep in mind what's going on. It said, due to world events, our suppliers have notified us of unprecedented demand for an anticipated global shortage of gunpowder, and thus have increased our prices substantially. Vice President of Sales, Sporting Products, Brett Nelson. So this is what Brett said. Brett said, we must therefore raise our prices to help offset those increases. So by them having a short supply of gunpowder, in order to offset the cost, they got to charge you more. This is what's going on. And because of the us supplying the Ukraine with ammo, guess what? They take away from our supply. So all those with 5.56, 2.23, all those rounds are going where? To the Ukraine. So where your stash at? So when you go to these stores, you're gonna see, damn, these damn box of bullets, 50 box of bullets used to cost me $15. Now they $45. This is for real, bro. That's what you call substantial. Now, if it went from $11 to, let's say, 50 cents, or $11 to $13, they're really not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is, but from $11 to $40, that is substantial. That is what? Triple the cost.
Yes, indeed.
So I'll be mindful, family. Be mindful. Store you some in your house, in your apartment, or whatever. Get you a Costco's card. That's gonna cost $60. I think it's somewhere around there. $60. You can buy in bulk. So every time you get paid, guess what? Buy a bag of rice.
Yes, indeed.
Buy 10 canned goods. And over time, after months and months and months and months and months and months and months out of you doing it, guess what? You have a plethora of food for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? If you got children, you know what I'm saying, and you know they're gonna need, buy medicine. Store up on your Tylenol. Store up on your cold medicine. You know what I'm saying? Store up on those things. Because guess what? We might be going back to the bartering system where I say, man, let me get 10 bullets. I'm going to give you 10 Tylenol. Or 100 Tylenol for these 10 bullets.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? All these things. Make preparedness for you and your household. For your family won't suffer. You know what I'm saying? It's a method to our madness. We not getting on here screaming and hollering and just to be talking. You know what I'm saying? We actually doing this. We actually gathering with brothers around the U.S. with land. You know what I'm saying? Brothers with skills. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that know how to break down a weapon. We motivating our brothers and sister, what? Get in shape.
Yes, indeed.
Get in shape. Get your body in shape. Cause like I say, we might don't be around to. It might be a situation where me and Paisley, we playing all this, we got all this together, but I end up getting in the jam.
Yes,
And
indeed.
he in North Dakota somewhere, I'm way over here. But guess what? I got my skill set.
Primary.
They can never take knowledge away from you. If you read and you study and you take time to learn these things, just as well as you can learn how to play a video game, guess what, family? You can learn how to navigate. You can learn how to break down a weapon. You can learn how to shoot with proficiency where every time you shoot, boom, it goes straight through that bullseye.
You gonna hit.
You can do that. Don't think that you can't. Get in shape. You know what I'm saying? Store your water up, store your food up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need these in those days. It'll be an honor for your children to say, man, I'm thankful that my daddy, you know, it's crazy around here, but at least we got food, we got water, we got a generator, we got medicine. My life is comfortable. Versus saying, man, my daddy ain't ish. He ain't do nothing for us. We around here suffering. We ain't ate 2-3 days. We constantly gotta go and do this and do this and do this. Come on, family. That ain't the way to go. And we all the way real. You know what I'm saying? All the way real. And the reason why you know that is because, man, we telling you this with we don't want nothing from you. We don't want anything from you but for you to be prepared. Because if you prepared, I can count on you. And if I'm prepared, you can count on me.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody who tuning in. If you done came in late, go back and rewatch it. But just a recap, we shared the trailer for the movie coming out, Civil War. They put it in our face, letting you know what's coming. We're not saying that it's gonna happen tomorrow. What I did say is a movie, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Antigen. Came out years before Cloverfield did. And within that time period, later on, the whole world got shut down in 2019. But the movie came before that. So understanding, like when you shared the trailer, go back and watch it. Go look at it yourself. Other than that, we shared about Nikki Haley. All in this time is not strange to me. It just make you say, confirmation from the Father. In the midst of this movie about to come out, you had this senator or this representative asked the question, well, what was the cause of Civil War? And she gave this, this vague answer. And he like, man, it's shocking that, you didn't even mention slavery in 2023 as being the cause of Civil War. There it is on the table again, family. Civil War. All right, then we talking about the immigrants and those who migrating in, and Trump on the panel, him being banned from the ballot. These things play a part in it because the Civil War that happened earlier, the first one in the United States, it was based off saying, well, we need to free the slaves so that they can be a part of the system where we vote for the House and the Senate. So it was a political move. All right, so here it is again. You got the same thing going on within the system of, talking about Democrat and Republican. Along with that, you got the migrants. So they'll play a part. What's the incentive for these people? All these things gonna play a part or be a finger on the hand of this situation. All right, to reach us, you want to link with us, you want to build with us, reach out to childrenoftheprophets144@gmail.com. Send your question and comments. We're not saying that, we just gonna hit it off. We got to try each other's spirit, family. It's real situations. You know what I mean? Have to build it, but it's not always gonna be, something where we just completely welcoming. We want to make sure that we fit you, you fit us. You know what I'm saying? And within the same same token, that channel, Children of the Prophets, if you look up Children of the Prophets of Israel on YouTube, you can get the other videos that they've removed from this channel. Aside from that, I asked everybody to drop their city in the chat, your city or your state. You know what I mean? If you want to be a little more covered up with it, but that's just so other brothers and sisters in the chat will see, and y'all can link if y'all need to. Aside from that, any questions, comments, and concerns pertaining to the message tonight? Any questions, comments, and concerns? Hey, Yohanatan, bless you too, Saint. Bless you too. Regina Dolores, probably one time did not get a notice. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have not, because YouTube removed 341 subscribers off the channel. I didn't tell them to do that. They didn't give me an explanation on why they did it. They removed 341 subscribers. So you got to resubscribe, smash the like button, hit the bell to alert you for when anytime, you know, something, we got content dropping on this channel. Also, I got the Patreon now for that reason, because they filtering, because they, you know, they got strict guidelines on certain things. So go to Patreon. I'm probably gonna upload this video to the Patreon. I don't know, because they might remove it. I suggest you download it, because they took videos off. Download these videos of whatever information you getting. It's their time. Download it. All right, I see California, Florida, Houston, Georgia, Missouri. Yes, indeed. Any questions, comments, or concern before we close out? Shalom. I'm a king. Shalom. Cincinnati, Ohio. Indeed, 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 man. If you don't, you know, you might have a question to come up a little later. Shoot it to their email. Put it back on the screen. Any question you come up with later, shoot it to their email. If you're watching off of Facebook, I don't know why. If you comment, I can't see. We don't get the comments from Facebook in the chat like that.
Oh, we got a free one from Facebook.
Okay.
Scroll up, King.
Okay, Marcus Thomas, he's from Facebook.
Yeah.
But that's the only one. I don't know if nobody else commented.
It's my brother there, King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace and bless my Shalom, King.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed, man. So we out here, man. Sincere salutations to y'all. Pray the word resonate and be digested and take root, man. Prepare. We know what's coming. All right, the warning been out. Let's continue to build. Any way that y'all can help with it, man, we with it too. Shalom.
Shalom.